DeVries betray her fellow agents like...
Look alive, Commander. Back in business.
Give the word, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Listen, you guys couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for...
This thing's got a mean streak. The camouflage angry.
Troublemaker approaching.
Anyone else hear that?
You know what would make this climb better?
In business.
Being shot at.
Protectorate Central Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
So you did come. Good. It seems, as an arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any buck up, compatriot. I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. We operate under the... Let us comb...
Trouble ahead.
Armed and ready. Looks like a fight.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
These people could have been saved if they simply hadn't deviated from the paradigm. Without Is that? Shame about all this blood. I just polished these boots. I cannot help but feel a pang for these people, cut down without... As an apprentice, I was taught to see any further interest. You've been busy. What did you find? I doubt it factored in their inadequacy in the face of the distinct... Did you have anything else? Seems this base... Was there anything remarkable about it? That it is. Size alone does not merit significance, however. Someone... Did you learn anything by examining the body? Death by shotgun, as the wounds appeared to... Nereid, did you notice anything interesting? Obviously. The question remains as to who it was fighting, and how it was brought... You're certain? You've combed the place to... Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you... I have a strong theory, but there are gaps. I'd like to hear your own analysis, and we may compare where our ideas converge. No. Although I have any theories about the Automechs that did this? My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised? I may have a strong theory, but it's too... I submit that the refuge... The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Yes, that relay tower in the rear of the camp was clearly not built by the refugees, but stolen from the Protectorate. Which likely means that they were Protectorate as well. The refugees must have used it to listen in on Protectorate after the Vox Relay's recent destruction. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be theorized. Now with that... Seems the machines returned, bent on eliminating any stragglers. To arms!
Armed and ready.
Aim for charge! Ready to wait! I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm at it.
That was a hearty engagement. You held your own admirably. These Automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again. I believe we're at the end of our investigation. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker.
Gravel Claw's angry. Let's go.
Remember, chalkboards are for erudition and edification.
Ah, Commander. Caught me cogitating. I was just thinking about making... Val's old. And yeah, most times I find working on Val relaxing, actually. That Val's... Anyway. Anyway. Need something, Commander?
I'd say it's but an invitation to parl.
Injuries to... How may this unit... BLT sandwich. It is balanced, layered,
Please, somebody help us! Anybody! Finally, some help. My family and I had to leave. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you... I don't... She's... Hurry, please. Thank you.
Liquidate us.
Hostile spot.
Refugees, looks like. And after that strike, there'll only be more at the gates.
Another refugee? All right, Steph. Just a moment. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. Oh, no, we can't allow that. You'd welcomed rule number 1, no crowding. I thought that stay away from it, and only a fool ignores safety and probability are incompatible. Not at that's a unit. Keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence of the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent. Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish.
I swear, it's nigh on impossible to find decent animal remains in these parts.
Algum. And then we solve for the... apologies. Typically, the abbot to show how the crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate for... I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74, I am sure they bear any... According to data, life outside sees increased risk of starvation. We have but if my data were then... Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside us...
How long are we meant to stay? How long are we meant to stay here? How long are we meant to stay here?
That's the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Rogue? I back the void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly you used it. You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She doesn't like anyhow. My noggin sure is sore.
By calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future, control reality, and ascend to a state of virtual...
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions.
Commander, you got a minute to talk? The number of folks seeking refuge from the war is, well, Andes may not be faring much better here, but we could at least find enough work for these folk to buy some food. It's a tough situation, that's all I'm saying. But if the Order can't even manage tens of folk at their doorstep, but nothing's ever really... I went through this myself, and all they wanted in return was the signing of an employment contract. Now, I ain't seeing any contracts in Matriarch's Mercy. So what does the Order actually get? In all my years, I mean, I'd not have asked for your help with my graft if I didn't have something to offer in exchange. Well, anyhow, appreciate you hearing me out.
Anyway,
Friends! Apologies. Lately, you are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but, well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment. Yes. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorous... Oh, dear. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations, I am single-handedly making a difference here. With constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on Order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle. Perhaps some up... The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
Where do we go now?
We're not going anywhere! Not on the basis. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. May Huffstutler, that's what those... On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us, what little I understand, because happy as I am to make your acquaintance. The exclusion... Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them. Chance of life, not what I honestly... I couldn't get anywhere with administrant Agarwal. Thanks, Strange. You can find Agarwal on the lift bill.
Word to Wise, don't accept anything here that's given for free. You'll pay, one way or another.
This ain't the place to go poking your nose in other folks.
You got business? No? Move on. You the fixer lent your aid to Agent... Don't do anything foolish. Hello, hello. You're the one that aided us in unveil. Agent Galloway is slightly less trustful than... Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's superb. Myself, I enjoy the thrills of the environment. Will the Order attempt to drive me? Why, I thank you. Takes a unique... We stand that we'd like to... Beyond that, we've still got folks... Feast!
Greetings. Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Oh, here sort of thing tends to cause friction between half the we's. Now, how can I help you exactly?
What happened to this place?
Oh. Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized... granted, I mostly skimmed. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good. I'll say, I try not to make... First time I got a POP, it was on a... Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple. I mean, if you want an exact estimate or percentage, talk to them. Asked a few times. End of the day, I'm still here, and my co-occupant Ike isn't. So, I guess them prognostications work well enough. Sure, but I've had 9 things like that. My co-occupant Ike had a POP done. I told him, oh, you did catch the part I said they'd save my life. I don't know why. Anybody needs me, I'll be right here patiently awaiting my latest personalized order prediction.
What happened to this place?
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% off. You may peruse.
What is it? Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you? Mathematical predictions always keep us one step ahead. This is about the exclusion zone, correct? Were that it only that simple, but she ignored. You see, but the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway. We don't know, and the seer has augured death furthermore, and now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. The first step is to familiarize yourself. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. With yours, any questions before you get started? Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast. According to predictions, yes. Or at least, these are the data. Many people. Scienticians around the settlement inform me. Have you spoke? Well then, if you need me in the meantime, I'll be here, up to my ocular organs and requests. Besides, to put it, but with effort, patience, good. As with probability, there is an.
By the law. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I can tend to your injuries. Many thanks. Right as rain. Now, will there be anything else? Where to begin? I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really... My thanks, stranger. The seer gave me a... Now, take the datapad. With my thanks. How can I be of service? As a doctor, we don't have an... Of course, the order... Yes, I can treat sickness as it erupts. Since you asked, you just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he comes. Since you are...
You're right. I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. I suppose that well then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct? True, regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. Matriarch's mercy is why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area. I share the very... Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly. I believe if my own humble assertions are not enough, we utilize a mix of None of us predict events with complete... The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports, and the Department of after years of study. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive. But unforeseen factors, but as we close in on, well, I'd offer a personalized order prediction.
Show your work or shove off.
thanks to you, I'll take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? How can I be of service?
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? In the future, a simple no will suffice. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, that said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge? Since losing access to the archive, the Order has been forced to limit its open exchange of ideas and information to avoid contaminating what few predictions we can still make. The archive is a vast... But listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you aren't here for a history lesson.
And leave Abbot Newell to be subjected to the inanity of a total stranger.
Don't trouble yourself about Seer Wiley. He's here as my aide. I trust him implicitly. Now, you were saying? Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged date, and that may well be true. But our standard of... Victor's currently supervising highly... Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than... Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay. Rift worshippers, loath as I am to... As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. No doubt you heard of... I hate things.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this? Choosing levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good...
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. Moreover, ours... One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
And here I was under the impression that...
He's got us there, Commander.
At any rate, I trust whatever's... Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of... I'm... Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll... Seer Wiley and I will conduct a... Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty.
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers. Oh, indeed. Without Wiley, why, Matriarch's mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development. Both, I should hope. We've been collaborating for many years. That is a statue of the Matriarch. Regret...
Oh, certainly.
Haha, good news indeed.
Hope you appreciate... Could be that he... Either way. Besides, ain't nobody around here better suited for investigating than we are. I preferred... While we're at it, I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only... Thank you. We should move on, lest you...
Error. Currently, how may this unit...
No offense. Anyway, need.
Salutations once more.
Greetings again. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors. We managed to...
I'm surprised? I'd be happy. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a key. Just trust me and go give it a look.
Salutations once more.
Greetings. What can I get you? Greetings. What can I get you?
Salutations.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct light from Bastion. Middle of a Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject?
Forgive me for withholding my applause. You're jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real jealous. So are the half-dozen AC-ad execs I recruited last week. We're all just vomitous with envy.
Anyone had asked me, I had to put the odds of a live Arbiter finding it's good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. My apologies, Barney.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died.
Interesting. That question appeared.
No.
I could get you. Your instincts are right, Arbiter.
I shall in time.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my...
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Speak to me outside if you...
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require this, but I fully realize during our investigation I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I think you have earned forthright, Sub Rosa. Unfortunately, I cannot act truly alone. I have no ship. My colleagues have accepted that her death was a natural. Nonetheless, the circumstances of her death trouble me. I do not know your allegiance, and accordingly shall not speculate. Utilizing one of I knew, but I neither trust them nor have the funds to continue this. I hold my word in highest regard. Were I to pledge allegiance to you, I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? My weight? I will listen to you, but if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, Excellent.
Fine. But if this uptight tin can swings that hammer anywhere near me, there's gonna be trouble.
Very well.
I wouldn't give for a big Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Anyway, need...
Just heard back. The Higher Ups finally decided to just bury the corpse.
Glad you stopped. That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. But how much can we trust the hand wielding it? Assuming he doesn't cloak. Arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen more than once. Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about...
So, Arbiter Rao. I can... But why do we... Maybe I ought to spell this out. I'm his enemy, Commander, and he's mine. Letting him aboard is putting both of us in a bad spot. I can agree. Anyway, appreciate you.
It seems the Order was unprepared to receive, but it is the refugees that arrest my attention more than their would-be handlers. Any who leave the Protectorate fold deserve punishment. There is no such thing as a non-combatant in his double. My feelings aside, I shall not judge them. Oh, certainly. I consider myself an... quite well. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? In where I find them wholly straightforward. Only though, moreover, she taught her protégés to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit. Sneer all you like, but our society, an arbiter in any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy. But why would they need to? Anything beyond the norm is unnecessary at best and actively traitorous. As the Protectorate's at least, I believe that's why. In any other society, precisely. If the system did not work, there would ask, and I shall answer. Who amongst our I find Agent Ibarra most curious. He faces an interest. She is an endearing piece of engineering, though she is an enemy combatant, and were I not in your command, I would be honor-bound to bring her low. She does not possess the scavenger's appetite of her colleagues. Perhaps if I came to know her better, I might... her decision to break from the corporate... Verily, idle gossip hardly suits an arbiter.
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to Agent Ibarra.
Got a bad feel about this line, huh?
Keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the order defecting.
How do you do, strange? Oh, it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. What? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make...
Look,
this place.
Have it your... Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. I used to... Word has it, she's out north in Fresh. I miss my sprats.
Oh, Trent, I could burst at any moment. Law, finally. Now that you... Here, you have my gratitude, stranger. I think sickness... No, you too...
If we factor
Law.
a random
I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations night at the trust. Smelled about the same, too.
Shame what happened.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapse. Oh, yeah. Happen. Don't have proper building material or nothing. Oh, you put... Maybe if we interspersed our requests, they're doing...
Cannot possibly do the right thing today without knowing what will happen tomorrow. And the order of this sentence we predict tomorrow, so you can have a moment today. You are a necessary part of the plan. Therefore, part of the order of the sentence and
Welcome. Have you come to bask in the
Where do we go
Order's
now?
knowledge?
What happened to this? Where do we go now? What happened to this place? Law.
Please keep your behavior within
I suppose I can give you the time of day. Vexing. Not to insult.
Look, I'm not with...
Wait. Don't tell...
Can't...
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
Easy, friend. We're in this together.
You just keep your distance.
Since the schism, the protection
Anybody needs me, I'll be right here patiently waiting.
Where to? The savior of... How can I be of service?
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Wally designed, right? Using the tracking algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious.
I'd give my 10-year for an hour along with it and a Mantisaur 2 clicks.
This unit, hold still and accept treatment.
The meaning of life is numeric, and we are the keepers of the equation.
Show your workers shove off.
I'm fond of these lodgings.
Got a bad feel about this line, hon. Sorry. Got a bad feel. Sorry. Got some kind of tickle in my chest.
Keep your behavior acceptable.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Wish. Between the invaders.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Any luck with the sprat hunt? I used to source all of my sprats from a local. Word has it, she's out north in it.
I'll try not to.
Think thrice before rabble-rousing. We have numerical superiority.
Bread, crackers, mathematically unnecessary. A good soup speaks for itself.
The parrot. Since the schism, the Protectorate have rewritten history to exclude our teachings.
My noggin sure is sore.
I like you. You got gumption.
Go on, get out of here. Scram.
Don't do anything foolish.
My noggin sure is sore.
Hello again, How can I be of service?
What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order? The Consul tried to kill presiding Bishop Zeus.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Order defecting? There's no putting this sprat back into the can.
Oyster is looking pretty good right about now.
Wasteland deploying.